So I'm scrolling through Instagram last month, right? And I keep seeing these Skechers women's summits everywhere. I mean, everywhere. My friend Jessica posts about them, then I see them in some Facebook group, then 3 different women at the grocery store are wearing what looks like the same gray and purple sneakers. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's the deal here? Are these actually as comfortable as everyone's claiming? Or is this just another case of social media hype? So here's what I decided to do. I challenged myself to really put these $40 shoes through the test. Not just wear them once to Target and call it good, but actually live in them for 8 weeks straight. I wanted to see if those memory foam all-day comfort claims could handle my actual life. You know, the coffee runs, the errands, those days when you're on your feet for like 10 hours straight running around. Because let's be honest, we've all been burned by comfortable shoes before that felt great in the store and terrible by hour 3 of real life. And I have to tell you guys, what I discovered completely changed how I think about budget-friendly comfort shoes. Okay, so first things first. Right out of the box, these summits gave me those promising first impressions. You know that feeling when you slip on a shoe and your foot just kind of settles in nicely? That's exactly what happened. The mesh upper feels almost sock-like, really soft against your skin. And that memory foam insole, I mean, it genuinely felt like my feet were getting a gentle hug. I was like, okay, Skechers, you've got my attention. But here's where I got a little skeptical. They claim these are slip-on sneakers. And while they do have this bungee lace system that's pretty clever, they're not the effortless slip-ins I was expecting. I found myself using my finger to help guide my heel in most of the time. It's not a deal breaker, but if you're picturing truly hands-free convenience like some of their other models, you might be slightly disappointed. Now, the real test came during week 2, when I decided to wear them for what I call my marathon day. You know, those days started with morning errands, then lunch with friends, grocery shopping, school pickup, and somehow ended up at 3 different stores before dinner. By hour 10, my feet still felt supported and comfortable. And I remember thinking, wait, my feet don't hurt. Usually by this point in one of those days, I'm dreaming about taking my shoes off. The lightweight design is genuinely impressive. At 8.5 ounces, they feel like wearing clouds. Your legs don't get that tired, heavy feeling you sometimes get with bulkier sneakers. I actually forgot I was wearing shoes multiple times during those first few weeks, which for someone who's usually hyper aware of every foot discomfort was pretty remarkable. But let me give you some real talk about the limitations I discovered. During week 4, we had this surprise downpour, and I learned the hard way that these mesh uppers are definitely not waterproof. My feet were soaked within minutes. So if you live somewhere with frequent rain, these are purely fair weather shoes. Also, and this is important, these aren't going to be your go-to for anything beyond casual activities. I tried wearing them to the gym once, thinking, hey, they're comfortable enough. Nope, they lack the support structure you'd want for serious exercise. Think comfortable grocery store shoes rather than weekend workout companions. Here's what really impressed me though, the manual washable feature. I've thrown mine in the washer 4 times during my testing period, gentle cycle, air dry, and they come out looking fresh and clean. For busy women who tend to be hard on shoes, or if you have kids who somehow manage to step on your feet with muddy shoes, this feature alone makes them worth considering. Now, I want to address the memory foam claims because this is where Skechers really delivers. Unlike some cheaper shoes where the cushioning disappears after a few hours, this memory foam provides genuine support that adapts to your foot shape. I'd say they deliver about 90% of what they promise here. It is comfortable, though I did notice it compresses slightly over time, but we're talking about month 8 or 9, not week 2. One thing I learned during my testing, sizing matters with these. They tend to run narrow to normal width. I'm a size 8B and they fit perfectly, but my friend Lisa, who has wider feet, found them restrictive after a few hours. If you typically need wide shoes, definitely consider sizing up a half size. The versatility factor is solid for daily life. I've worn them with everything from workout leggings to casual dresses, and they work well for those days when you're transitioning from morning errands to slightly more put-together afternoon plans. The design is clean enough to not look purely athletic, but casual enough for everyday comfort. After 2 months of putting these through everything I could think of, hot weather, extended standing at outdoor events, various surfaces from smooth retail floors to gravel parking lots, I'm honestly impressed with what you get for $35 to $50. Here's my bottom line assessment. For women who need reliable, comfortable shoes for daily life under $50 and value that easy care convenience, these are definitely worth considering. The memory foam comfort is legit, the lightweight design prevents leg fatigue, and being able to throw them in the washing machine is a game changer for busy lifestyles. But if you need true slip-on convenience, waterproof performance, or anything beyond casual walking, you'll want to look elsewhere. These are lifestyle shoes that excel at what they're designed for: comfortable, affordable, daily wear. So, would I recommend them? For the right person? Absolutely. They're not perfect, but they deliver on their core promise of all-day comfort at a price point that won't break the bank. And after 8 weeks of real-world testing, I can say with confidence that the hype is mostly justified. What questions do you have about the Summits? Drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you've tried them yourself, I'd love to hear about your experience.